Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. It's going to be general forecast for you, general messages from now until the end of July. Your basic bitch reading for Virgo. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get updates for when I read for your sign. And like the videos, if you comment, I'll give you a free Celtic Cross reading. The messages don't resonate. Check your sun and moon sign and read from those zodiac signs. If you're looking for messages of love and your own sign doesn't resonate, check what was rising in Venus of the moment of your birth if you need clarification. You can also contact me for a personal reading. My personal readings are usually spot on. Universe, for Virgo, please. For Virgo, those born on Earth between August 23rd and September 22nd. Universe, for Virgo, general messages, soul messages for Virgo, please. Universe, for Virgo, my fixed Earth sign. Got the Tower in reverse. Sudden change, sudden. And Seven of Wands in reverse. And Queen of Wands in reverse in the center. My goodness. As they're talking already. Universe, what else for Virgo? They want this. A Five of Swords in reverse. Wow, your cards are just dropping right out. Universe. For Virgo. This is it. And the Lovers. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So, and it's weakened you. The bottom of the deck I call the reading within the reading. Right now, you may have felt Virgo left out in the cold in some way, be it romantically with your home. It's Pentacles, but Pentacles is all things that have to do with home and home life and home, daily routine, business, career, education, your finances, time, anything you spend, in your health. But right now, Virgo's feeling left out in the cold, but that there's hope. You're hopeful. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. You can always go up from here, and you're hopeful that you're going to be brought back in from the cold. And you may be, because it's weakening you. The Tower in reverse, boom, sudden change, something drastic, something dramatic has happened, and it's a disruption in your life that you were not expecting, and external forces out of your control. It's really hit you like a ton of bricks too, and it's made you feel like you have to, yeah, you just weren't expecting it, Virgo, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? Because you're feeling, again, like left out in the cold, but that you want to come back in, and but you're still hopeful. Virgo can be very pragmatic. And your pragmatism is really like whatever this tower in reverse, your tower moment that just hit you so suddenly was, Virgo. You're dealing with it in a classic Virgo way. Seven of Wands in reverse. It's fire energy. You're just gonna keep on going. Seven of Wands in reverse is about like hesitation in your current situation, and that, I know that it's outside forces, because Seven of Wands in reverse is outside forces coming in swiftly to work against you, catch you off guard, made you feel defensive, and you weren't expecting it with that tower moment. But you're really kind of in a place now moving towards the end of the month in this cycle where you're just going to take control of what you can in your search in your situation, and you're just going to continue to push on with determination, either in the situation or just with your whole life in general. But you're going to hold back, because Seven of Wands in reverses, my time is valuable. Okay, I don't. I'm going to hold back on my response because it's what's warranted, and like, you want to seize the moment, but you're just not. You're just going to live in your moment, and just keep on going from this Tower moment. And then underneath the Five of Pentacles in reverse is this Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse, either you or someone else in your life is embodying this energy. Queen of Wands isn't always nice. She's a very charismatic person and can be very charming, but in the reverse, she's not so nice. Gossipy energy, kind of catty energy, sometimes a controlling energy, that's and it hurts you. If it's another person, or just, I feel like it could be several people in your life or you embodying it. So they're telling me to interpret it as, right now, something, an energy force in within yourself or surrounding you, is pulling back the passion, and maybe like cutting it off, and you might be feeling or thinking, because wands are our thoughts and not our cups, are our hearts, sort of questioning whether or not this is what you want to put your passion towards, what you want to nurture, with your thoughts. Like, you don't want to think about it, but it could be another energy in your life that's kind of shitty. So maybe you're another person, like, every time you try to engage the energy, you feel a little frustrated because the Queen of Wands is over it anyways, reverse or upright, and you're just sort of feeling like either you or someone else is kind of over it. Um, Also, I'm feeling like Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold and just wanting to rise up and move on. Queen of Wands in reverse can be manipulative energy. Either you're being a little irrational with your thoughts, or someone else around you is sort of throwing you off in that way too. Or possibly like you've just been cut off in some way, like the passion was just cut off. But I'll flower with other cards underneath to clarify. I also feel like Queen of Wands is just like an icky energy that isn't very nice and leaves you with negative feelings in some way. And I'm sorry, Virgo. But you want to move on. You really do. I feel like your Seven of Wands in reverse response to your Tower moment was like, okay, you're just going to breathe, pick up, and keep going. But yeah, you still feel like you were left out in the cold in some way. And then Five of Swords in reverse, again, it's like similar to Seven of Swords. Like, there was a battle, you just had to pick up the pieces and move on. But Five of Swords is sad. Virgo is sad about this, and feeling like you failed at something. It's similar to the Three of Swords. Five of Swords is. It's like extreme emotions, and just feeling like you're kind of left empty inside. You may be lashing out and blaming other people. You may have contempt for someone around you. I'm feeling like this Queen of Wands, if it's that's what it is, if it's another person, you're blaming somebody else for it. Like this queen role in your life. But yeah, it's everybody's fault, Virgo. And there's like in like a work environment, or any environment where you have to take action, there's like bickering, there's some contention. You definitely am feeling a little bit of self pity, to some degree, and I understand why, because you've got the lovers here next to it. And tower moments in reverse hurt. This Queen of Wands energy in reverse is not your friend, and in its energy, it hurts. And you're feeling like you have to pick up and keep going. So, of course, you're going to feel a little pitiful and a little bit bad. But this is just your emotional reaction in a lot of ways. But it may have a ripple effect into some of the relationships around you, Virgo, that could cause like bigger bickering and stagnation. But towards the end of the month, it comes this Lover's card. This could be very literal, like you're looking and focused on a relationship, but this is meant to be like a soul level reading. The Lovers is about an expansion of your heart and focusing on what you love and self love, mind, body, and soul. And you're going to come to a place, where you really realize, especially with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, that you can't get that, lovers, that twin flame, that soulmate connection. You can't have this in your life until you have self love for your mind, for your body, for your soul. I'm hearing them say, I'm really hearing that they have to love themselves and come out of the cold in some way to feel that warmth. They're holding hands. There's a warmth there from that. And all the lights around them, and the angels are watching. It's like you want divine love, but self-divine love and self-growth is something that you're going to realize you have to have. And, again, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, that is like, even now you realize you've been left out in the cold in some way. But it's a lesson learned, and it might have hit you really hard because you've been impoverished in this way before, but there's a light at the end of a tunnel. You're going to come out of a period of hardship. That's what you want to do. You want to come out of it. You want to grow from it. And that you're going to pull yourself out of this kind of emotional gutter, and grow from this pain and that what you consider a failure. Usually we're being really hard on ourselves with the Five of Pentacles. You may be just feeling bankrupt in some way. You may also, Virgo, be worried about money, and worried about your home and your home life. And this Queen of Wands in reverse energy is connected to it. This not warm, kind of bickery, gossipy, angry, blamey kind of energy. Sort of, I'm seeing it swirling around and like going in through your ear and getting in your brain, which is weird. I don't understand that entirely. But so let's flower. Universe, for Virgo, please. To clarify for Virgo. Universe, under the Tower in reverse for Virgo right now, what's fueling this? Well, this is fueling it. Seven of Cups. You have a lot of choices. Someone else in the situation had a lot of choices. There may have been some illusions at play, or you're paranoid that there are, or if something halted suddenly and stopped, it was because either you or somebody else had a lot of choices. This feeling of being left out in the cold, and the Lovers, and this Queen here tells me this might really be relationship for Virgo. Somebody else had choices or had to focus on all of their cups. They're pouring. You or someone else has so much that they want to pour into, and they, kind of pulled in a lot of different directions, and it caused everything to halt in some way. What else under the Tower? The three came out. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so many choices. Somebody juggling and trying to balance all the parts of their life. And it's in the upright. So, sorry, it's in the upright. So, yeah, okay. Someone had a lot of choices. They have a lot of things they're pouring into, and, or you, and juggling. It is you. It's you. A lot of it is you. I can hear it now. That your guides just said it's them too. It's not necessarily the other person. The energy of the situation is lots of cups to pour into, trying to juggle and maintain. Look, she's got to keep all those balls in the air to keep sitting pretty like that and looking so great. This takes a lot out of people, and as a result, the situation just couldn't be poured into with the Knight of Pentacles. They pulled back. You know, the Knight's an action card, but Knight of Pentacles pulls back. It doesn't want to. This isn't the thing. And just sudden. And you and anyone else involved feels bad about it. They feel bad. Universe, under the Seven of Wands. I know this wants to come out. And we've got the Page of Wands in reverse and the King of Swords. So we've got air and fire energy. You just gotta pick up, you're not going to defend yourself. You're not going to explain yourself with the Seven of Wands. You're just going to keep going. Page of Wands, what's fueling underneath that is it's sort of like the page is like an immature energy. There might have been a newness to this situation, like something might have, because I'm seeing twos, fives, knights in reverse, pages in reverse. I'm feeling like something kind of blew in out of nowhere and then blew up out of nowhere. Look at her. She's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm not doing this. And you're like, okay. And also the Page of Wands is the herald. See, in this one, she's singing. It's messages. It's communication. Communication about ideas, new idea, and like new relationships, new projects. Like, no, cannot. I'm gonna pull back. I think this is you, like pulling back. You're pulling back. You might have been left out in the cold. There might have been a like just sudden tower moment. You're gonna pull back. You're being a little resentful too, which is why you're not communicating in this situation. That's probably good. Especially with the Queen of Wands energy, you don't want to engage that. Queen of Wands energy in reverse can be a little toxic. You don't want to engage it in yourself or other people. It's like you're going to quell these ideas and pull back and get into a King of Swords energy. It's an air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, where King of Swords is like, he's going to be very factual and very firm with himself. He's going to try to rule with his head and not with his heart. And he can be a little, this energy that you're embodying, what's fueling underneath is like, this is just how it has to be. You're either seeing someone else this way or yourself this way. This is just how the situation is. And King of Swords is kind of like, I know you want me to be more lovey-dovey and be more loving, but the King of Swords can't be. He is a benevolent ruler and says, look, we have to be logical here. So I'm going to be logical, Virgo saying, I'm going to be logical, embody this divine masculine, and cut off my heart a little bit. Look, he's holding that knife, like, and it's crossing his heart. Like, this is not about my heart right now, because if I try to pour that cup, rawr, it's gonna come out, and I don't like, you don't want to fuel that, which is good. It's a waste of time. Virgo, you're so practical. You're so practical and can be so smart and methodical. That's good. Universe, under the Queen of Wands in reverse, what is fueling the energy of the Queen of Wands in reverse? Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, I'm really feeling like this can be. So you felt like it was destiny. Took a spin of the wheel with something, took a chance with something. And it's a moment of like you or someone else in this cycle in the situation doesn't want to spin the wheel. You may not want to spin the wheel. It's also about like through a series of course of events, it's sort of like your soul's destiny and through divine timing, and the wheel is always spinning for us. We have these choices. Something this underneath this fueling this Queen of Wands in reverse energy, either you or something else in your life does not want to make the choice. They don't want to make the choice. They don't want to spin this wheel with you, or something is keeping you from spinning the wheel. Something's also making you feel like if you spin this wheel, you're going to get left out in the cold, so don't. And also the Hierophant in reverse. So the Hierophant is the institution. In a relationship, it can be the marriage card. It's in the reverse. A Tower, being left out in the cold, and the Lover's over here, tells me it could be very relationship. But also the Hierophant is about learning and knowledge, having a mentor, having a teacher. But in reverse, it's you are your own best teacher, and you do want to learn from this situation, for sure. And I also feel like it's fighting against this Queen of Wands energy, which embodies like the negative qualities of a passionate being. Queen of Wands in reverse is jealous to the point of rage, extremely possessive. They want you to. Queen of Wands is literally, she'll develop codependence. It's controlling and vindictive, and hurt feelings of and feeling underappreciated, an unreliability. And you're pulling back from that. You want to pull back from it, like, but it's also may have caused you, that Queen of Wands energy has kind of gotten in your ear. I'm really feeling like it's an external force because of the Five of Pentacles. And this energy, Queen of, okay, my God, your guides often don't say too much to me. They always say, like, you don't need our help. Virgo barely needs it either. They're really telling me that this Queen of Wands energy is keeping you from spinning the wheel of your own life and just keeping you on the wheel and keeping you stuck. But it also suggests to me deeper on a soul level that you're your own best teacher and you want to learn from this situation and try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The cards are here. The Hierophant is here. The Wheel of Fortune is here. They're just in reverse. That's because of this energy. And I think it's a manipulation. If you don't, if you spin this wheel and you pursue more than just being self-taught and self, I'm going to leave you out in the cold. Weird. I'm sorry, Virgo. Under the Five of Swords in reverse for Virgo, the High Priestess and the World in reverse. Oh, feeling really hurt, feeling so much like you just have to pick up the pieces and move on. You're embarrassed. Your feelings are super hurt. You saw whatever the situation is as the world, a completion of something. You thought it was a situation that you could have the world with, see the world with, go through a journey with, and it just didn't happen. It's on pause in some way. You could almost be there, but not quite. And then the High Priestess is here next to it. The High Priestess is the divine feminine manifester, the High Priestess, and the Magician. She's the divine feminine version of it. Could be a High Priestess in your life, a spiritual person, a divinator, but they're elusive. They are hidden in a lot of ways. So either you or someone else is embodying, like it's a constant motion. Like there's something about the situation with the world and the wheel of fortune, like life being in constant motion, because the high priestess is about constant motion, um, needing you to be patient. It's a maternal like figure in your life, or that you're embodying. It's strong and authoritative, just so much divine feminine. But if it's a person, they may have like a self-sufficient manner, not so much secretive, but like, the high priestess witches, like they don't show anybody their spells. Okay, they do their shit alone. They work alone. That's how their magic works. Are you or someone else? I'm hearing there's so much duality here. You may need to work alone to make your world come to completion and get that world card in the upright to see everything, every part of your life and all those dreams come true. And like the world is a plan too. Like you're seeing, you can stand on the horizon and look and see your whole life stretching out before you. You want to manifest and get to that being stretched out before you, but the world in reverse is just, you're not quite there yet. And the tower moment blocked it off. Um, and in relationship, this person, if it's like a relationship, high priestess is the pony that can't be caught. They are difficult to attain, alpha energy, incredibly independent and reclusive in their own way. You too, Virgo, may be incredibly independent and reclusive, because Virgo is symbolized by the Hermit card in the major arcana. So this could be your energy as well. And maybe that's what you or everyone involved has to do, to get to this Lover's card that you're going to start to experience by the end of the month. I feel like this is relationship, but also with the Pentacles, external forces. Universe, under the Lovers, what's fueling the Lovers for Virgo right now in their current cycle? The Hanged Man, someone's taking a pause. What's fueling this is you're really stopping and thinking about what you love and what you want to pour your love into. And the Hangman is a self-imposed suspension. It's a meditative suspension. You're going to stop and take a pause and really examine all of this. And just, it's like, It's not the Hermit. It's not a spiritual journey. It's that you're trying to find balance between your heart and your mind, and your intuition and your ego. Your intuition is your soul. Your ego is your earthly self, your singular consciousness. And the Hangman stops and has to regroup. And so Virgo knows that right now, if they want to achieve this feeling of self-love and expanding towards what will bring them that feeling of love in their life, and from anything and everything they do, they have to learn to find that balance. You know this. And Six of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like, you don't want to be stupid. Like Six of Pentacles, it's like it's frivolous. Maybe you're feeling like you're not sure how to get to this in a rational way, because Six of Pentacles in reverse is like you're just throwing it out the window stupidly. And like you don't want to take a gamble. It's also like fool's gold. You're worried about things that take too much out of you. There may be money or finances that's keeping you from this, feeling this in a relationship, feeling this mostly within yourself. Is Taurus energy with the Pentacles. And like relationships are going to crumble under a financial insecurity. You may feel like you're not the most stable partner, or that the other person involved is not the most stable partner in some way. Yeah. But so this is, and at the bottom of the deck we have Justice. This is Libra energy. And you really, Libra energy and Justice really wants a situation to be balanced and fair. You may be really thinking about right now, like any contractual arrangements or agreements in your life in any way, and making sure they're balanced. Like signing documents, signing papers, any formal agreements with anyone that you have in your life, and formal arrangements that you have. You're thinking about it a lot. So this is not the end of the cycle for you, but that's where you're going to, towards the end of the month, you're going to move towards a place, Virgo, where you're like, okay, I really need to have this hanged man moment and re-examine some different parts of what my earth pentacles are, and try to figure out how you can get to that. Jupiter's in retrograde. You know, Mercury retrograde's been all the thing, but Jupiter is the planet of abundance and expansion. Allow yourself to grow through this experience, Virgo. Let's get some advice for you from Solar System. Solar System, for Virgo, please. In their current cycle, whoa, somebody just flew out. Lovers in reverse. It's definitely feeling like, feeling like right now Solar System is telling you, don't focus on this romantic love necessarily. Do what you have to do to move on and focus on self-love instead. What else for Virgo? Financial and material changes. They're seeing that it's Five of Pentacles in reverse as well, that you can only go up from here, and that you have to have hope, because it's the same card. You have to have hope. And that there are resources. The thing about the Five of Pentacles, Virgo, is that there are resources right there, and you're often not seeing them. You need to reevaluate. They want you to, and with the Six of Pentacles here, this manipulative Wands, Queen of Wands energy, Five of Pentacles, reevaluate your resources, and they're saying you're not making any financial or material changes, and that you need to. What else for Virgo? You have hope. Okay, have hope. That's the Star card. Have hope in yourself and believe in yourself, because you are a star. That's your soul you're holding in your own hand here. And patience and planning as well. Patience and planning. You have to patiently plan and build your foundation. Okay, I hope this helps for you, Virgo. I know that you're having a tough time right now. Gosh, this reading took me a long time. I think I may have split into 2 videos. So I'm going to give you a zodiac message. You need to patiently plan and water your garden too. You have to be patient and put forth the effort to make